Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Katano City in Osaka Prefecture. And today we are at the Botanical Gardens for Osaka City University. And we have come here for this. These, of course, are the plum blossoms. And so there is a plum blossom grove here, and we're just going to take a walk around. And it's very, very few people here, even on this really beautiful Saturday afternoon. So anyway, let's just take a walk around and enjoy this beautiful day with plum blossoms.
Pretty.
Yeah. And so the website hasn't been updated in about 5 days. But 5 days ago they said it was 70%. And it might be full bloom. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think it might be full bloom, maybe.
Looks like.
It's getting close.
Getting close, yeah. See buds here, so.
Yeah. Again, it's hard to tell, or it's hard to officially say when it's full bloom because of different varieties bloom at different times. So you'd probably never see every tree in full bloom at the same time. Some have already finished, some haven't even started. And so here in this plum grove, there are about 80 trees and 40 different types.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a really good place to come and have a picnic. Actually, we came here last year and had a picnic. There's a couple over there on the right having a picnic. So yeah, there are 3 people over there and then 2 people having a picnic, and that's it. And so when we came into the Botanic Gardens, they gave us this form. Actually, it's a map. Here, it's a map of the Botanic Gardens. And then on the back side, it's a list. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's a list of all 40 types. And this is as of February 24th, about 3 days ago. And it shows the 40 types and current status, if they're in full bloom or just beginning to bloom. So yeah, a lot of websites and places will provide information about where it stands, what percent are in full bloom. So this place is in Katano City, and it's very accessible from Hirakata City, and also accessible from Kyoto and Osaka on the Keihan train line. You just come over to Hirakata Station, change over to the Katano line, and come to Kisaichi Station in Katano City. It's about 15 minutes by train from Hirakata Station. And then from the station to here, it's about a 5-minute walk. And pretty much all the places that we're visiting for the plum blossoms are very accessible on Keihan. Everywhere from Osaka Castle to the city center of Osaka, all the way up to the city center of Kyoto, and everything in between. It's a beautiful day. I think it's about 47 degrees, 48, something like that right now. Might be around 19 Celsius maybe. Under 20. But yeah, very fresh air. We got a breeze. It's 11. Oh, I was way off. Okay, 11 Celsius. But still, for February, not bad. So these botanic gardens are pretty big. And we're not going to be filming all of the botanic gardens. But this is the main reason we came here today. So this is another place if you just really want to get away from the crowds. It's a very underrated place. It's not very well known. Obviously it's not in Kyoto or Hitakata or Osaka. So
yeah, last year was not that first.
yeah, last year was our first time to come here. Unfortunately, we just forgot about it and haven't been back. But here in the distance, you can see the beautiful mountains, the blue sky, and there's a lot of really good hiking here in Katano. It's like a quasi-national park.
Okay, yes,
I don't know the name of it, but it's really accessible from Kisaichi Station. It's not far from here, actually. And it's got some really good hiking, really beautiful mountain. It's not so hard.
No.
And then it's got some really good views all the way to Kyoto. And there's a really long suspension bridge too. It's really, really pretty. Definitely recommend it in the fall when the leaves are changing colors. So yeah, you can see the different colors, different varieties. Again, there are 40 types here in this plum grove. Genpei, this was one of the famous here. It's not in bloom yet. Yeah. And again, they have the names here on every tree. So this is Kuro Kinome. So black tree plum. And there it is. Against a really beautiful blue sky. So anyway, that's basically it. It's not very big. Kind of small and elegant in its own way. But yeah, lots of different colors here, and if it's not in full bloom, it's really, really close. So anyway, here's just a view of the plum blossom grove here at the Osaka City University Botanical Gardens in Katano City in Osaka Prefecture. Okay, so welcome to Sakura Mountain. So this is the cherry blossom trees here, and I guess later at the end of March or early April, this whole mountain, not mountain, but hill will be completely covered in cherry blossom trees. So this would be a great place to come when it's the season. But here from the top of this hill, we can see down below, down to the plum blossom grove, and it's really beautiful. I'm not sure if it shows up in the video, but we can see all the different colors, the different varieties of the plum blossom grove down below. So just a little view from above. So anyway, yeah, this botanical gardens, they have almost every kind of tree and plant, flower that you can imagine. So you can come here at any time of the year and enjoy the flowers and trees that are in bloom in that season. So anyway, lots of benches here, and we've seen several people having a picnic. It's around lunchtime right now, so a lot of people are enjoying getting outside, social distancing, getting some fresh air, and having lunch here at the Botanical Gardens. Okay, one more view of the plum grove, and we'll move on. See ya. Okay, so here we are at a different part of the Botanical Gardens, and this is the Okan Zakura. And of course, the Zakura, or Sakura, is cherry blossom, and so here we go. This is a type of cherry blossom, and we can see it is in bloom, or it's starting to bloom. And again, there's so many different varieties, and they all bloom at different times. And this is one of the earliest here. We got two trees here that are both the same variety. Again, in Japanese, this is called the Okan Zakura. But yeah, you can see it's really starting to bloom. Yeah. Yeah, that kan, the name means cold, so it's like a really, really cold cherry blossom tree. So yeah, it can blossom here even in February. Yeah, it's very pretty. So yeah, the very first cherry blossoms are starting to blossom here, and it'll just get more and more and more, leading all the way up to the beginning of April. And of course, in Japan, the beginning of April is the beginning of the fiscal year, the fiscal new year. So April 1st in Japan, a lot of people start a new job, start new contracts. Of course, they go back to school, or they start school. The academic year begins April 1st. So a lot of things in Japan really start on April 1st, and that's when the cherry blossoms are at their peak. And so the cherry blossoms represent for Japanese people kind of a new beginning. It's the beginning of spring, and it's a time to start something new, I guess, to start fresh. And the cherry blossoms are kind of a reminder of that, kind of hitting the reset button and kind of starting something new, whether it be a job or going back to school. And so anyway, we'll see more and more of these come into bloom over the next few weeks and months. So yeah, and here's another one. Yeah, number 3, Okan Zakura. Here. Okay, so we're gonna walk around just a little bit more. I think there's another type of cherry blossom that should be in bloom, so we'll go check that out. So I'll see you soon.